Hey guys, Moonstone Jewelry was just released into the game this week as a reward from the Housing of Parliament quest. Upon completion of the quest, you get one uncut moonstone to create one of 4 new Moonstone Jewelry. I chose the Alteration necklace, and I tested it to see what the best XP per hour I could obtain through Necromancy rituals with the help of this new necklace, and it's definitely worth using. Before I jump into the testing, I want to discuss the other new Moonstone Jewelry. You can choose between 4 different jewelry. The first choice is the Ring of Imbuing, which yields an extra 10% more runes when runecrafting. This also includes the new necrotic runes. The Alteration necklace, which is what I chose and tested for this video, provides a multiplicative 20% to all Alteration Glyphs when doing Necromancy rituals, including the Alteration Glyph chosen with your Necromancy skill cape. So this is going to be really great for earning even more XP per hour at rituals, or even some money-making methods with rituals. The Passing Bracelet provides teleports around the city of It can teleport you near the farming patch, the necrotic runecrafting portal, and the fishing spot in the city of This bracelet, combined with the Ring of Imbuing, would really help craft more necrotic runes per hour. The Conjurer's Raising Amulet is the final option. It provides 44 necromancy bonus and also increases conjure damage by 5%. It is the consensus that this amulet may be a good option for Slayer or AFK training since it does not degrade and is quite strong, but it's just not as good as the Essence of Finality. You can obtain all 4 by buying them on the Grand Exchange or crafting them yourself. Moonstones can be obtained through catching ghostly implings around the city of or through ritual rewards. You can also sometimes buy it from Thalmond, who will spawn at the smithy on Wednesdays. As mentioned, I chose the Alteration necklace mainly because I plan on doing a lot of necromancy rituals this weekend on double XP. The necklace's effect will increase all your Alteration Glyphs by 20%, which means if I have 600% soul attraction with the necklace, this will actually increase 1.2 times, making it 720% soul attraction. This is huge because at level 90 Necromancy, you get the tier 3 ritual area with 11 glyph spots. All the powerful rituals use 8 of these glyph spots, so in the past, to get 700% soul attraction for the best necromancy XP per hour, you would need to use 4 attraction 3 glyphs. 3 would be written on the ritual site, and then 1 would be stored in your necromancy skill cape. Now, if you use 4 attraction glyphs with the Alteration necklace, you will reach 820% attraction. You can even swap one out and add a speed glyph for even more rituals per hour, which will get you 748% soul attraction. And so I tested 4 different options based on different attraction and speed glyphs to try and determine what the best XP per hour is. I started by testing using 4 attraction glyphs for my 4 extra slots, and I got up to 820% soul attraction. There isn't much data around this, but basically before the Alteration necklace was out, 700% soul attraction was the best spot to be because you're getting the Defile disturbance the most. This one here, it gets you the most XP out of all the disturbances, and it increases your XP per hour a ton. You also do get some pretty cool rewards from it. You get 30 ectoplasm, which is worth almost 100k, so that's something to factor in. But overall, having 820% soul attraction makes it so you get a lot of Defile disturbances. Most of them have been Defile disturbances. If you look at the top left, I'm getting around 1.9 million XP per hour. That's base XP. I don't have any bonus XP or anything like that. And you can see all the high peaks. Those are all Defile disturbances. So there are quite a few of them, definitely over half. So I do think that using 4 attraction glyphs is a pretty viable option. It will give you almost 2 million XP per hour, but I figured adding 1 speed glyph and decreasing your soul attraction to 748% would be better, because then you're still over 700% attraction, and rather than doing about 35 rituals per hour, you'll be able to do 42 per hour. Now, in testing this method, I did end up getting a Tome of Necromancy, which if you read it, you get a pretty big influx of XP. Getting these tomes, it's definitely something to factor into the XP per hour. I think you can only get them from the defiled disturbances, so having higher attraction will mean you'll get more tomes per hour. I think it's about a 1 in 20 chance from a defiled disturbance, so it's not super rare, and definitely, you will get maybe 1 or 2 per hour at least. Now, factoring out the tomes of Necromancy, I found that 3 Alteration Glyphs and 1 Speed Glyph was also getting around 2 million XP per hour. It might be slightly higher. I was able to actually break the 2 million XP per hour mark. You will be getting slightly less tomes from this versus the 4 times attraction. But personally, I think that's what I would be using, is the 3 times attraction and 1 time speed glyph. I found that was the highest XP per hour I was able to obtain. When testing all the methods, I created a spreadsheet to try and figure out what the best option was. As you can see, with the 4 attraction glyphs, I was able to peak at about 1.95 million XP per hour. With the 3 attraction and 1 speed, I was able to get just over 2 million XP per hour, which was the highest. Using 2 attraction, 2 speed, it was a bit lower, still pretty viable, but I probably wouldn't do it. And then the 3 speed glyphs, it doesn't really make sense because you actually reach the cap of speeding up by 1.5 times. So personally, I think the best option is the 3 times attraction glyph and 1 speed glyph. You get just over 2 million XP per hour, not even factoring in the tomes of Necromancy that you will obtain. I was using the powerful communion ritual, so I was getting some souls in my well of souls, which isn't actually needed, but this is the cheapest ritual to do, so I was purely just going for XP. In fact, I was actually making a little bit of GP per hour. I was making about 300k GP per hour just from the ritual. If you factor in the loot from the ritual disturbances, you're definitely going to be making a lot more. Each defile disturbance has a pretty good chance at getting you 30 ectoplasm, which is around 100k. So you're going to be getting quite a bit of that. And overall, you're going to be able to get 2 million Necromancy XP per hour and quite a bit of GP per hour as well. At least you're making a profit. While training for the hour or 2 when testing, I didn't get any uncut moonstones, but that is a reward that you can get. So that is another pretty good reward that will increase the GP per hour. I also wanted to figure out how impactful this will be for making money with rituals, and it didn't make too much of an impact. It kind of makes sense. The method before, you're making about 10 mil GP per hour. It only adds an extra 20%, so you're making about 12.5 million GP per hour. This is based on current prices, so it might change, but overall it didn't impact money making through necromancy rituals that much. You will just want to do lesser necroplasm if you are looking to make money from this, and use all multiply 3 glyphs with the alteration necklace. And so it looks like the attraction necklace will be a pretty good buff to necromancy XP per hour through rituals. It is pretty cool that you're able to reach over 800% soul attraction, and gathering more data on that and the different disturbances you can get will be able to provide a bit more clarity. But I do think right now the best way to do it is 3 attraction glyphs and 1 speed glyph. Anyway, guys, I really hope you found this video helpful. I will have a link to the Google Sheet that I did show in the video. So if you guys want to check that out, you can copy it. It's sort of like a calculator that can test the different GP per hour that you are obtaining through different rituals. So if you're interested in that, you can check it out. It's in the description down below. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.